really feeling myself clearly. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing two new palettes in the Born This Way collection with Too Faced. So the first item in the collection that I have here is their Born This Way Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. This is such a beautiful palette. This is what it looks like. The colors and the shades and everything are stunning. It's like the perfect everyday eyeshadow palette, but also you can spice it up to a nighttime look. I'm either brown tones or pink lately, so I'm excited to try this out for you guys. And then right over here we have the Born This Way Turn Up the Light highlighter palettes, and this comes in 4 shades. I have tan right over here, and I also have deep right over here. I think either or of those 2 shades are really gonna be more fit for my complexion. And the lightest shade is literally called Light. This is what it's looking like. I'm probably gonna gift this shade to my friend because I'm not gonna have any use for it. And the other shade that we have right over here is Medium, and I think I'm gonna be gifting this as well. It's been a while since I used a Too Faced eyeshadow palette, so I'm really excited to see how the formula performs, how it blends. I'm gonna zoom you guys in closer and let's get into this review. Alright, so if you guys are regulars on my channel, you already know the drill. I already went ahead and prepped my eyes with some concealer, and of course I went in with my favorite concealer of all time. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Super Coverage Concealer. This concealer is A1, guys. My ultimate fave. Been using it ever since it came out, so I just went ahead and used that to prep my eyes and set it with some powder. So now I want to go into the eyeshadow palette, which is so stunning. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this shade right over here. It's called Maple. I'm gonna start off with that and see how that blends. I feel like it should be a really nice transition color. So I'm just gonna start by working that into the outer corner. Oh yeah, that's definitely super pigmented, so we'll be good with that. And then I'm just gonna start blending it inward. As you can see, that pretty much blended flawlessly. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and warm it up with the shade Truffle, which is the darkest brown shade on the corner of the palette. And I'm just gonna pick that up with my Fenty 230 blending brush and just start to pack that into the outer corner. Oh wow, that is really pigmented. So you guys are definitely gonna wanna go in with a small amount. That is really dark. So I'm just gonna start working it in and use this shade to define my crease. And then now that I have that shade packed on, I'm gonna go back in with the same brush that we used for our transition color, and I'm just gonna start to lightly blend out the outer corner so that there's no harsh lines. So far, I'm actually really loving the palette. It blended so beautifully. Okay, Too Faced, I see you guys. So I just went ahead and cleaned up my lid off camera using the Sigma eyeshadow base primer. And this is in the shade Persuade. I'm gonna link in the description box below. And if you guys are regular on my channels, you guys have seen me do the whole clean up my lid, cut the crease halfway thing before. So I thought I would just skip that step since it's very repetitive. And now I'm gonna go in with a shimmer shade. I'm really stuck on what shade to use because there's so many beautiful shades. I definitely feel like I want to go for a brown smoky eye vibe because lately I've been posting a lot of pink on my Instagram feed as well. I have a pink problem, okay? So I feel like I'm gonna avoid the pink tone. So right now, I'm thinking I'm leaning towards creating a gradient effect between 2 shades. So right now, I think I'm leaning towards Sparkling Sand, which is right over here. I don't know if it's really showing up on camera, but it's like a nice light brown nude. Now, what I really do love about these shades is that every nude matte shadow has a complementary shimmer shade. So as you can see, even from the fairest shade all the way to the deepest, they all have a complementary shade, which I think is so pretty. I really love that concept. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up some of Sparkling Sand and I'm just gonna start working that in the inner corner, and then I'm gonna blend it out to Sparkling Sable. I feel like that would be a vibe, so we shall see. So that is what it's looking like when it's packed on. I really do love it. I think it's really, really pretty. It's like a nice light nude shade. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Sparkling Sable, but before I go in with that, I think I'm gonna have like a shade in the middle just to create like a whole gradient between the two. So I think I'm gonna take Sugar Chestnut, which is this shade right over here, and then work my way into Sparkling Sable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the same brush using this Fenty brush cleaner, and then I'm just gonna pick up that shade Sugar Chestnut. Oh yeah, that's really, really pretty. So I'm gonna start just blending that in. Honestly, I feel like I don't even have to try so hard. I feel like they're blending into each other so naturally, especially because the shades are very similar tones as well. I just noticed I really took it in. The fallout is really minimal as well. Super pigmented, but we're not having intense fallout. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead with that shade, Sparkling Sable, on the corner. So now I'm just going back in with that shade Truffle, which is a dark matte brown shade, the shade right over here. And I'm just going in over the crease, just right in the inner corner, just to intensify that cut crease that we made. Okay guys, so the eyes are done and I'm so here for this pigment. Like, it was taking everything inside of me not to do a smoky eye with this palette, because knowing me, I would have just went in with the shades right here, Sparkling Sable and Truffle, and I would totally just make that like a nice smoky eye, brown smoky eye, because you guys know how much I live for a brown smoky eye look. So that was definitely my vibe, but I had to like remind myself, okay, Jasmine, do something different. So I kind of feel like at least we got to try a few more shades with this look, and at the same time, it still keeps to the whole nude, natural vibe that they have going on in this palette. Alright guys, so I'm back. I just went ahead and put the final touches to this B. I didn't want to share my foundation routine and everything because I've been doing it a little bit differently lately, and I want to share those new tips and tricks that I've been trying in a whole nother video. So I'm saving that for later. So basically all I went ahead and did was on the eyes, I just went ahead and put on some brown eyeliner in my waterline, smudged out the dark brown shade that we used in our crease on my lower lash line as well. I wanted to add a really beautiful shimmer in the inner corner, like a pink or something, just to have a pop of color, but I can feel my eyes are super watery, so I'm gonna mind my business and take what I can get and not try to make my eyes water right now. So I pretty much left it as is. And then for lashes, I went in with a new lash today actually. It's by Velour, and it came in like this cute little reusable packaging, and this is part of their Lash of the Day collection. And I think this is the more dramatic lash in the collection, and this is in the style #GoViral. So those are the lashes that I'm wearing. So far, I'm really happy with my eye makeup and how it turned out. I feel like it's very dramatic, but very wearable. You know what I mean? So now I want to go into the highlighter palettes. I've been super excited and dying to try these out because I've never tried any of Too Faced's highlights before. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna get or how I would like the formula. So I'm very curious to see how I feel about that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be either using deep or tan, but I think first I'm gonna start off with tan. I feel like it's still very beautiful and golden. This is what it looks like. So we have 3 different shades over here. The sparkly one is called Dazzle. The center we have Soft Focus, and at the outer corner we have Glow. This right here gives me the most intense shimmer, which is Dazzle. So I'm gonna go ahead with some of that on my cheeks and on my nose. I actually like that. It's like a beautiful highlight, but it's not too intense. It's perfect for those of you guys who like a subtle glow. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it a little bit with the Glow shade. See if that makes any difference. Oh, there you go. So if you mix the two, you definitely do get a more intense highlight. So basically what I did was I just went ahead and mixed these 2 shades here in the outer corners, and I got a more intense highlight. So that's what I'm gonna do on the other end as well. Yeah, that's super pretty. I'm not mad at it at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I definitely feel like tan is gonna be more my vibe. I feel like I can go into deep if I want to because it's more of like yellow highlights. So I feel like I definitely can pull that off as well, but I'm not gonna go ahead and add that to this look because I feel like it will mess up the tones that I have going on my skin today. But yeah. I'm not mad at it at all. Overall, I'm super impressed with how this whole collection turned out. I feel like this palette is definitely going to be a new favorite of mine. There's so many nice, beautiful shades in this palette. You have like beautiful neutral browns, you have warm browns, you have pinks, you have a nice white that you can use on the inner corner, which is super, super cute. Overall, I have to give this palette like a 10 out of 10. I love a nude palette, and I do feel like it blends very well. The fallout is such a tiny amount, which is really, really good for those of you guys who don't like a lot of fallout. So I would highly recommend this palette. You can make it day or night, like even mine. Like if I wanted to, I could have just not smoked out my lower lash line for a day look and then turned it into a night look by smoking it out. You know what I mean? So there's great ways that you can create different transitions with this palette. I'm not surprised that Too Faced killed this. They are definitely one of my favorite brands. As you guys see, I literally use at least one of their products in every single tutorial of mine. So I absolutely am so impressed. If I had to give you guys my advice on which palette is more worth your coins, which one is more worth the investment, I would definitely go in with the Natural Nudes. Is definitely something that anybody can use on a day-to-day. If you're a beginner, if you're someone who's more into intense glam, you will get a lot of wear out of this palette no matter what, you know what I mean? So I definitely would get this. I feel like the highlighting palette, of course, it's beautiful. If you can get both, pick them up, you'll like both of them, but I don't feel like it's a huge necessity to have because it's just like any other highlighter, you know what I mean? So that is my final thoughts on the new additions to the Too Faced Born This Way collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I try to keep it straight to the point and only keep it towards the palettes for today just because I didn't want this video to be too long. But let me know in the comment section below, do you guys prefer tutorials where I show every step, even like my foundation, the whole routine? Or do you prefer tutorials where you just stick to the point? Because I really want to know what you guys prefer so that I can know for future when I film other reviews for you guys, you know what I mean? So let me know down below. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you like this review. It would really mean a lot to me if you did. Also, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and join the family. I feel like our little family is growing every single day and I'm really excited about that. And I really appreciate each and every one of you guys and I look forward to replying to your comments. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.